in a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys rocket arm quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston. Now a first carry here for Robinson. To about the 23. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Caught on the right side by, and right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making all the way.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had to fumble on the last drive. Opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Winston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Graves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Escaping the crowd. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Nifty move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 2nd and goal. Winston, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is? When
the pressure gets to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From this from 45 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that.
He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45.
A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Graves. He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Graves. And this is caught at the 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 29, Winston out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. To Jefferson on a slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Robinson on a give right side. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. To throw, Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Graded out.
He's got a man. Complete. A big play here for Dallas. 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Off the play fake. Graves. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off play action. Graves. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. On 1st and 10, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Off the play fake. Graves. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So we reach past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Off play action. Graves going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Room here to run.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Winston.
A check down here to Jones. Touchdown, Washington.
Ronald Jones, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and a two-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Off the play fake. Graves. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Off play action. Graves. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Graves. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Play action. Graves. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Schmidt. He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson. Good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. One-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Winston. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Quick slant, Dotson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now they'll give it to the 1st option. That's their fullback. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Boswell's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just want to get
out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Off the play fake. Graves. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Off-play action. Graves. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Graves. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now some disagreement late inside. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off-play action. Graves. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed. And now hold everything here as the challenge. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. Off the play fake. Graves flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Following the interception, Winston. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 38, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They'll run for it with Robinson. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off-play action. Graves. Pass out left, caught by Woods. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Caught on the slant. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there.
there to make the grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jameis now on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll throw again. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Winston. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To try again after the sack. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Steps away. And that is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Graves. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the